Have you guys ever thought about getting a pet angelfish for your fish tank? If you're not familiar with these guys, angelfish are a type of cichlid that is commonly kept in freshwater fish tanks. Today we're going to give you guys a brief overview of this species and explain why they make a great addition to any aquarium. Now, one of the best things about these guys is just how pretty they are. They have really long, graceful fins that kind of look like wings, and that's where they get their name angelfish from. Angelfish also come in a wide variety of colors, as you can see from our group of adult angelfish here. Different colors that you can find of these guys include silver, veil, koi, zebra, marble, albino, leopard, platinum, just a whole bunch of different varieties. Another cool thing about these guys is that they're pretty peaceful. Now, compared to other cichlids, angelfish are pretty peaceful. They can chase each other and fight over territory and mates, and also in defense of their fry. You can see here in this clip that our one angelfish got kind of mad at the other one for swimming up to where he was, so he's being kind of defensive of his territory. But in all reality, you can actually keep angelfish in a community tank as long as they have the right tank mates. Angelfish tend to be more aggressive with other angelfish, so if you keep a single angelfish in a community tank, it'll probably do really good. You can see that we have multiple angelfish in this tank, but it's a pretty large tank, and we've noticed that they've gotten along pretty well, and they don't get too aggressive at each other. But this, of course, is a temporary tank until they find their new homes. Now, as for what fish to avoid, you'll want to avoid tank mates that like to nip at fins. Angelfish have really long, delicate fins, and they're pretty slow swimmers, so they can't avoid fish that like to swim really fast and bite at their fins and make them look pretty bad. So you definitely want to keep fish that nip at fins out of your tank. Some species include your different types of barbs, especially tiger barbs. They really like to bite at fins. And some of your tetras, like Buenos Aires tetras. And then, of course, your puffers, who will definitely bite at those fins. And also, because the angelfish is a pretty slow swimmer, you'll want to keep them with slower fish too. You want to avoid faster fish that will always outswim them at dinner time and steal all the food and keep them from being able to eat. So that's another thing to look out for. Now, because angelfish do eat smaller creatures like smaller fish and shrimp, you want to keep them out of tanks with nanofish and dwarf shrimp, and also live bears, because they will eat the baby fish of live bears like your mollies, your platies, and everything. But of course, if you're also trying to control the fish population and keep the amount of fish down, and your live bears are going crazy breeding and having baby fish, sometimes keeping an angelfish in the tank is actually a good idea because they can help eat those and control your population. Another good thing about angelfish is that their care isn't too complicated. You just gotta make sure that they have a tank big enough for them. They do get pretty big. They can grow up to 6 inches long and 8 inches high with those tall fins. And then, of course, some species will get even bigger than that, so you'll want to make sure you have a nice large tank that gives them plenty of room to swim around. In addition to needing a large aquarium, these guys like the water a bit warm. They like the water temperatures between 78 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, but they're not too picky about their pH, so that's one good thing. Another good thing about their care is that angelfish are omnivores, so they will eat just about anything. You can feed them a wide variety of food, including freeze-dried bloodworms, brine shrimp, cichlid pellets, tropical flakes, tropical granules. Just about anything you can find as far as fish food goes, these guys will eat it. So yeah, that is just a brief overview of the angelfish. Hopefully you guys found this video to be helpful and educational. Here at our shop, we usually keep angelfish in. We have a bunch of bigger ones right now, as you can see, a bunch of really pretty ones. And we'll sometimes get the smaller ones in too, but they tend to sell out fast because these guys are such a popular species. So yeah, thanks for watching everybody, and we'll see you next time.